Hey, I gotta ask you a question, so you better answer me, sister. It's important. Not just because I'm nosy, but you seem to be butting in a lot these days. Why are you at our parents' place for? Why on earth do you need to be there anyways, huh? Or are you perhaps deliberately waiting for the right timing so you can drop whatever it is you need to say to everyone? Amelia, I haven't got a clue what you're even talking about right now. You're literally making no sense. Also, I think I'm allowed to be at our parents' house. What timing are you even talking about? Would you stop with the obvious acting? It's so terrible and pathetic, to be honest with you. You totally knew that I was bringing my fiancé over. You knew that he was this well-known and a professional doctor and that I was bringing him over to our parents' house, and so you thought you'd be nosy and come home too, didn't you? Huh? What on earth are you even talking about? First of all, I had absolutely no idea that you were even engaged, let alone to a doctor. I've not been told any of this by you or our parents. Don't turn this around on me when you haven't sent a word about this to me. I just happened to be in the neighborhood for work, so I stopped by like a daughter does. But as expected, Mom gave me a nasty look when I walked in the door. Look, I'll leave as soon as I finish my business here. There is no need to make a big deal about this. Well, then it's about time that you hurry up and leave, Haley. I'm literally kicking you out of this house, you good-for-nothing human being. You knew this was happening, didn't you? You knew that David's schedule would allow him to be able to come round to the house today, yes? You predicted that he'd come to our parents' place and you'd be lying in wait for us, wouldn't you? What on earth are you talking about, Amelia? Have you lost your mind or something? Jeez, I just happened to have work near here today. It was just a coincidence, okay? Why can't you understand that? You're unbelievably stupid for lying to me right now, sister. What kind of work could you possibly have that would allow you to be over this way? This area is mostly residential. There's nothing here. Like I said, it's all just a coincidence that this is happening to both of us right now, Amelia. I didn't plan any of this. What kind of work did your doctor have then? If you must know, there was an academic conference at a facility nearby, and he was participating in it. But I bet you looked into David, so you probably already knew that. I am telling you now, I had no idea about him coming here, let alone being with you romantically. There's no point in me doing that. But I will say, I'm curious about what kind of person you'll marry. Well. Would you look at that, everyone? Finally, your true feelings are coming out, huh? You're so nosy. Well, if you're just going to be here, fine. Since I'm the best sister on the planet to you, I'll let you see up close and personal the kind of happiness someone like you will never experience in their lifetime or beyond. Oh, really? Is that what you think? You think that I'm going to be alone forever? Well, if you say so, Amelia. Well, I'll be looking forward to meeting David today. But first, we need to make sure that you're going to make these promises that I'm going to tell you about. He'll be here very soon, but don't you dare think about greeting him. I've already told him that my sister is super ugly and is a high school dropout with no future ahead of her. Mom said so too, so it's obvious that she really does hate you. Wow, you really don't like me that much? Seriously? What have I ever done to you and Mom? It's beyond my comprehension. What did he say when you told him all this? Just now, he replied with, I understand. Thank you for your consideration. After all, David also hates lowlifes like you in this world. He often says that people who can't make an effort are trash. Is that what he really said? Well, I guess like wife, like husband. I wonder if someone with such childish thinking can really be a doctor. Look, I don't have any acquaintances who would be super worried about you, so someone like you, a high school dropout, should worry about yourself. Do you understand everything I just said? Can you promise me those things? Well, I guess I have no choice but to understand and fulfill your wishes, since you'll both be coming over here pretty soon. I'll just stay in the corner and pretend I don't exist. My, look at you, being all obedient and everything. That's gotta be a first, no? That's actually really hilarious. Well then, take care, trashy older sister.
Okay, I'm super confused right now. None of this is making any sense to me. Look, I just need to talk to you for a second. Please excuse me, but Director, what exactly is going on?
Well, I knew that you'd end up messaging me. It's no wonder you can't grasp the situation. It really is a confusing one. You go to your fiancé's parents' house and the director of the hospital where you work is there.
I will be honest with you right now, Haley, but I was truly surprised by this. Director, did you know about this beforehand? Because I'm pretty sure that I really had no idea.
No, I had no idea as well. I suppose we're in the same boat here. I just found out about this myself. Honestly, what a coincidence. I'm surprised too. So, were you planning to ignore me the entire time throughout the interaction with my parents? Is that really true? That's what Amelia told me. And then she turned around and said, "My older sister is super ugly and just some high school dropout who's not that important at all, so all you need to do is just ignore her." Did you enthusiastically agree to that, David?
No, not at all. I had no idea that she said all those things about you, Haley. I would never enthusiastically agree with something like that.
Okay, I really don't get what you're saying to me at all, because she's saying one thing and you're saying another thing. What did you think about what she said to you?
I couldn't believe what came out of her mouth, Haley. I thought that was a terrible thing to say about a sibling and just a horrible way to talk in general. I believe that family should be cherished.
Well, you say that, but what you did doesn't make sense either. Why did you ignore me for a while? You ignored me even when I said nice to meet you. What's with that, David? But then you realized I was the doctor and started to panic, am I right?
No, that's not the reason at all. I swear, I really didn't think anything she said was nice at all. I just didn't know how to respond. I just felt so awkward.
No, well, when Amelia was laughing and saying things like we need to clean up the trash in that corner, you were laughing along with her and looking in my direction. That's when I realized who you were. Your face turned so red in embarrassment.
Okay, well, I need to say one thing about this. This is ultimately Amelia's family issue. She has the beef with you, not me. I just tried to laugh it off and brush it aside.
Well, from my point of view, it didn't look like you were just laughing it off and brushing it aside. You know that yourself, right? That excuse really doesn't hold up, David.
I know it doesn't, but I really don't know how else to put it without making you more angry and frustrated about this than you already are. I didn't mean any of it, I swear.
I should have known that your personality was kind of like this. David, well, considering you like my horrible sister, I knew that it would likely be that you would make such pathetic excuses. But that's not the only thing that I want to discuss with you right now. We need to focus a bit more. What happened to today's academic conference, David?
Wait a minute, the academic conference? Director, I'm really sorry, but I've got no idea what you're talking about right now. What are you talking about?
Well, I actually didn't see you there, even though you recently talked about it. You were the one who insisted on observing, like we even provided you with travel expenses to go. Why weren't you there?
Wait a minute, this can't be right, can it? Were you tracking where I was going or something? Director, were you there? At the conference, I mean? I thought you had other plans.
Well, I did say I couldn't go because I had other business to attend to, but then my plans actually changed again and I had some free time, so I decided to go and see how it was. You weren't there, so I was shocked.
I think there's been some kind of misunderstanding here, Director. That's not it at all. I was just late in getting there. I received the travel expenses, yes, and I really intended to go, but then I got lost and I just couldn't make it. I knew that I should have told you the entire story, but I didn't think things would turn out like this. Look, I'll just change a few things, okay?
Oh, really? Was that actually what you were planning to do, David? Is that right? But you came to your fiancé's parents' house instead, though, so what am I supposed to make of this, huh?
Look, Director, I'm really, truly sorry for what has happened. I really didn't intend on this happening. Of course I intend to return the travel expenses back to the department as soon as possible.
Oh, come on. Like I'm going to believe anything you just said to me, David. What you did was blatantly embezzlement. You're not fit to be a doctor, let alone an honest member of society.
Whoa! Don't you think you're going a bit far in saying that, Director? Please just wait a minute, okay? Please, I don't have a lot of money. I'll tell you the truth. Amelia has been inviting me to go to her parents' house with her for a long time now, and I really wanted to go with her. But the issue was I didn't have the travel fare to do that. I couldn't tell Amelia that I was broke or anything like that because it would destroy her. Then, by chance, I heard there was an academic conference nearby, so I thought it was a chance to get the travel expenses from the department.
So the main conclusion to this is that you intended to get the travel expenses under false pretenses, didn't you, David? Don't you know that's fraud? How could you do that to a hospital?
Director, I truly am sorry. I really didn't want this to happen. I really intended to participate in the academic conference, but Amelia was really pulling my leg on this and has been for a while.
Look, I get it. You're in love, and you love my sister very much, obviously. But even so, I can't forgive you for what you did. What you did was akin to theft.
Please, no, Haley. You're going to be making a huge mistake if you don't forgive me for this. Please, just wait a moment, please. I've been short of money lately.
You're still only just a resident in the hospital, correct? Have you been lying to my sister about you being a doctor and also having a lot of money? That doesn't sit well with me.
Please just wait a second, all right? Please don't tell Amelia that I'm a resident. I've told her that I'm a practicing doctor because it sounds more fancy.
Huh? Are you kidding me right now? Considering your age, that kind of lie won't work no matter what way you look at it. You're too young to be a full doctor.
But if we're really being honest about all of this, Amelia doesn't really understand those things, so it's okay. Also, please don't tell the university hospital, please.
No, I can't just not say anything about this. You committed fraud and you've lied to people, David. If there's anything problematic happening, I need to report it properly to the higher-ups.
No, please don't do that. I beg you to not do that to me. It's going to hurt my reputation a lot. I absolutely want to open my own hospital or clinic someday, and this would affect that. This would be devastating for me because Amelia costs me a lot of money, and on top of that, she doesn't work as well. I have to earn enough to pay off all the current debts at once.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? What do you mean my sister doesn't work? I heard that she was actually earning a high salary. Is this actually true, or what? You're both confusing me, and it's getting past the point of annoying.
Yes, well, about that. Amelia was actually subjected to unreasonable bullying at her workplace from her boss. This was at her previous company and is currently on leave because of it.
Oh. Okay, well, I had no idea that any of that was going down at her workplace. Really? Her boss is bullying her? Well, that's not good enough.
Yes, it's a very complicated situation, and I didn't want to make it worse for her. That's just how it is right now, but please, keep it a secret and that you didn't hear this from me, okay?
But don't you realize that you've lied to me and the hospital about the money we've given and what you intended to use it for? For now, I'll have to take the appropriate disciplinary action. Please be prepared for that.
Okay, I do understand, and I should have told you from the beginning what was going on, and I'm truly sorry for that. I should have known better than to hide it. Just please keep Amelia's job situation a secret, okay? She can't handle a lot of criticism being thrown at her at this time. It's gonna destroy her mental health and all the recovery she's trying to make. You understand, right? She needs her pride.
Yeah, I get that. She's my sister, after all. I promise that I'll keep it a secret, but if she asks about anything that I might know about, then I need to speak out about it. Look, why are you so protective of her?
Well, I'm protective of her because she's my fiancé and she's going to be my wife someday, and I need to look after her and take her side. Isn't that obvious? Besides, I've never had someone rely on me so much before, and I think it's a good change from the relationships I've had in the past. I'm happy no matter how I'm treated.
Yeah, but you should see it from my point of view, David. It really feels more like I'm being used than relied upon. I know my sister, and it seems like she's playing you or something. Hey, what the heck has been going on, Haley? I know that you've definitely had something to do with what's been going on. I know it, because you're sneaky. David has been acting so strange lately. He's been like this for quite a while now, and he's trembling whenever I see him. He also went out and hasn't come back. You know something, don't you? Really? Now you decide to talk to me? I thought that you'd be ignoring everything that I say to you. Now you're the one talking to me. I was going to ignore you as well, but I guess I can't now. What do you want, Amelia? Oh, shut up. Don't be so annoying. I asked you a question before, and I want it answered right now. What's been going on with David? I know you have something to do with it. Well, to be honest with you, Amelia, there's no need to answer any of your questions, especially in regards to your relationship. I've achieved my goal in all of this. What on earth are you even talking about, Haley? What goal are you on about? Hey, David's looking for you and wandering around the room like a lost dog. Seriously, what the heck is going on? Ugh, I never wanted to get into a mess like this, but you're seriously pushing my buttons and I am over being silent. I'm the director of the hospital that he works at. Wait, now hold on there just a minute, sister. What on earth are you talking about exactly? You're the director of a hospital? What's that supposed to mean? Do you even know the reason why he's looking for me, Amelia? It's actually because you both were treating the director like trash and ignoring her, so now he's panicking. Yes? The reason why he's frantically looking for me is because he's in trouble if he doesn't admit what he did at the hospital. Since he won't, I've decided to fire him and I am not hanging around here anymore. Whoa, wait a minute, sis. Just hold on. This has to be some kind of joke, no? There's no way that someone like you, a high school dropout and a nobody, could be a director of a hospital. You really have no idea what I've been doing in the years after school, do you, Amelia? I left home after high school, then I graduated from a community college, which led me to getting into a great university. I was getting so frustrated by being constantly called a good-for-nothing human being. I knew that I could prove myself, so I worked harder than anyone else. At first, it was to get back at my family, which I thought was why I wanted to do this in the first place, but I found other reasons when I thought about it for longer. Gradually, as a doctor, my desire to help those in need, my parents, grew stronger. I knew I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. That's why I now run a small hospital. Oh my God. Are you actually kidding me right now? Are you seriously telling me that you were out of the house because you were studying to be a doctor? I had no idea this was happening. Well, I hate to break it to you, sister, but there was no need for me to tell you since you'd probably not believe me anyway. I also don't consider people like you my family anyway. Excuse me? What the heck did you just say to me? How could you say something so cruel to me? Your own sister. I'm your family, and you can't change that. I don't get it. Why were you at our parents' place then? Well, by chance, there was an academic conference nearby, so I just stopped by to pick up some things I had left there. If I hadn't had to meet you, I was planning to leave right away. But then you started messaging me since you obviously knew that I was in the house, but you said that you were bringing your fiancé David, so I wanted to see him with my own eyes. Okay, I still don't get what you mean at all. Can you just explain it in simple words for me to understand, please? Come on, be reasonable and tell me what's going on. Stop beating around the bush. All right, would you just chill out and then maybe I'll tell you what's actually going on here, okay? Are you ready to listen to me or what? Can I tell you without being interrupted? Good. Okay, there's a resident at my hospital whose name is also David, and he said that he would also be attending the academic conference around here. I thought surely this must be a coincidence, but I wanted to make sure what I was thinking was true, and sure enough, yes, it was him, the same guy from my hospital, a resident. Oh, oops. Well, that wasn't supposed to slip out. I'm sorry, what did you just say? I am so confused. Are you telling me that he's a resident? Since when is he not a doctor? He scammed me. Are you kidding me right now? Does he seriously think I would marry a resident? Oh, come on, Amelia. There's really no need to have that kind of reaction when it comes to this. Residents are also respectable doctors, but they, of course, don't have experience. Ugh, would you just shut up for once in your life, Haley? I am dealing with something that I believe to be true. That guy completely deceived me. It's so infuriating. Well, things were probably going to unravel and the truth would have come out in the end. Well, I'll leave you to deal with it like an adult. I'm going home.
Excuse me? Where do you think you're going? Home? Are you being serious right now? You can't just leave when this has happened to me, and I've got many more questions for you. So this is true, is it? That you've become a doctor of a hospital? Is that for real? Why didn't you say anything for it? Do you think that that's so great? You're literally some high school dropout thinking that they'd be able to prove that they can do anything. That is such crap, Haley. You are a fraud as much as David is. You're the one who's always brought shame to this family, and it's disgusting. I'm going to look into this mysterious hospital you work at and spread bad rumors about you.
Are you kidding me, Amelia? How old are you? What's the literal point of doing that? What do you think you'll achieve by doing that? Do you think it's fair on anyone involved? Besides, I left home around the time that I would have finished high school anyway. I didn't drop out, Amelia. I don't know where you got that idea from.
But that doesn't make any sense. That's what Mom's been saying this entire time about you. Aren't you worried about what I can do, especially telling your parents that you're a nobody? I heard the name of the hospital from David, so it's not going to be too difficult for me to find, Haley. I'm going to write so many bad reviews about it. I've got a decent amount of followers, you know.
Are you really going to go to all that effort to do that? That's really pathetic, Amelia. Do you want to go that far just to make me out to be a failure? Is this all you can feel about the situation that you're in with your fiancé? So you can believe you're more superior than me and try to deny and belittle me, yeah?
What the heck are you even talking about, Haley? Don't be silly and don't talk crap. I know you more than you realize. At least I think I do. It's a fact that you're a good-for-nothing human being, isn't it? I'm just trying to tell the world the truth.
What the heck is your deal, Amelia? Have you lost the plot or something? Don't you feel ashamed of yourself for treating me like this? Like, actually think about it. I really don't understand what makes you call me a good-for-nothing human being in the first place, Amelia. Is this some kind of complex that you have with me?
Huh? What the heck are you even talking about? A complex? I've got no idea what you even mean by that. Why would I feel a complex towards you? You're literally nothing.
Well, it's not a complex against me, Amelia. Do you know how to look at your past experiences at all? Isn't it that you feel a complex towards everything rather than just me? You're insecure, aren't you?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Are you kidding me right now? What reason do I have to be insecure for, Haley? What does that even mean?
Well, you're insecure because you feel the need to look down on me all the time, calling me a nobody and whatever else you think of off the top of your head. You can't help but think of yourself as successful and superior, right? I understand that you were doted on more by Mom compared to me, and that put a lot of pressure on you, didn't it? But I think what you need more than anything is to make your own achievements rather than live through others. Instead of putting others down, you should try to elevate yourself.
Elevate myself? Really? And what would you even know about that, Haley? I'm just calling you a nobody to state that you are, in fact, a nobody. Duh. I'm not saying anything wrong at all.
I really just don't get why you've escalated things so much when it comes to me over the years for Amelia. But I've got one more question to ask you. What kind of work do you do?
Wait, what? We're not talking about me right now. This is about you and how you make the whole world feel. Why are you asking me that kind of question?
Well, I think it's a fair question to ask since I want to know the answer to it, yes? If you're going to call people nobodies and high school dropouts, you must have a really great and secure job yourself, yes? So tell me what you do.
What I do as a job really isn't any of your business. Besides, you wouldn't understand what I do for a living even if I had to explain it to you in great detail.
Excuse me? You're really going to use that kind of excuse with me, Amelia? That's not going to work on me. Try me. I'm sure it'll be easy to understand. Tell me.
No, I've got absolutely no intention of telling you what I do for a living. Stop being so nosy about my business, but it's certain that I earn at least twice as much as you.
Huh? Is that true? Wow. I had no idea that you had such a high-level job, Amelia. That's actually quite impressive if you ask me. Amazing.
Well, my level of career is actually very different from someone like you, a nobody. You really thought you could act all high and mighty just because you're the director of a hospital? It's useless, your plan.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going. I had a feeling that you were going to answer in this manner. I guess I should have guessed that. You're going to answer that way after all, huh?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? In what way? What the heck are you even talking about, Haley? What do you mean by that? Aren't you going to tell me?
I don't think I will, actually, as I'm a really busy woman right now. I've got to get going now and make my way home. Please just stop causing trouble for my hospital, okay?
Look, I've got no intention of stopping at all, especially after what David has done to me. I dare you to try and stop me if you can. I don't care what happens to such a low-level guy. I am going to break off the engagement now.
Oh, really now? Is that what you plan to do? Make him feel even worse than he feels at this present time? Okay, you can do that if you must, Amelia. Have fun with that. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so just leave me out of it.
Hey, Amelia, are you there? You're making such hasty decisions. Just think about this for a second. Wait a minute, okay? Please, this is too much. You can't just break off our engagement like this.
I can and I will, because I know what you did, David. You couldn't hide all of this from me forever. You lied to me, didn't you? You pretended to be a doctor, but you were just a resident. Do you really think anyone with just a medical degree can marry me? Are you seriously kidding me with this crap, David? There's no way I'd let that happen.
I just didn't want you to worry about anything that was going on with me, Amelia. If things had gone smoothly, I should have been able to earn more, too.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that sort of talk. You just wanted to protect your own pride and stuff everything else. A man like you isn't suitable for me. A man who doesn't earn more than his wife is a loser, am I right? You've got to become a proper doctor and at least earn more than me. Well, do you have anything you want to say to me, David?
No, I guess I don't. I understand what you're saying. I wasn't good enough for you, Amelia. I wish I could have done more for you when I had the chance.
Yeah, I bet you do. But I know that I couldn't marry this lying, cowardly person that's begging me to take him back. You've got no future, so goodbye and good riddance. Hey, why the heck would you do something like this for? Why are you acting like this towards me when you're the one that caused so many problems in the first place?
Me? What the heck are you even talking about, little sister? Why do you have to make such a mess online? It's obvious that something needed to be done, isn't it? You wrote completely false information about my hospital online, and when it was proven to be false, you got angry and even posted threatening content. Something needed to be done.
This is completely infuriating, Haley. I am the customer here, and that means I'm always right. Ugh. Even if I get flamed online, everyone will forget about it soon enough. It's not like I caused damage or anything.
Are you being serious right now? Do you really think that no damage has come out of what you've done? You've got to be kidding me. There are damages for this. I'm going to demand compensation for this.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're not going to do anything like that. Are you? It's a joke, right? You can't demand that of me. We're family. A compensation for damages is ridiculous.
I don't see what's ridiculous about it, when you should be taking full responsibility for it with your money. Besides, you're a higher earner, are you not? Or perhaps you're telling me in a roundabout way that you can't pay?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? Of course I can pay you. I definitely can afford it, but I'm just saying that I'm not convinced that I should pay you.
Well, there's really only one way to settle this, and that is me taking you to court and doing this that way. Got it? You can't complain about doing it legally, right?
What the heck? Why on earth did you jump to that conclusion for? Just wait a dang minute. You're being way too hasty. That's not fair at all, Haley, and you know it.
What are you so troubled about, Amelia? You earn twice as much as me, correct? You should be able to easily pay the damages compensation, no problem.
I was wrong, okay? I admit it. I was wrong. Is that what you wanted to hear today, Haley? Is this what you truly wanted out of me? Please, forgive me for what I've done. Is that good enough for you?
Nope, it's too little too late, Amelia. You have done the crime. You should do the time, or should I say pay me for what you did. Even if that's your way of apologizing, it is too late. It's not going to fix anything. Of all people, you should know that an attempt like that is never going to be good enough. The damage has already been done. Don't you even know that, since you're a high-earning elite in society?
Ugh, this seriously can't be happening to me. I won't let this happen to me no matter what you say. Please, just forgive me and be over it. If this goes to court, I'll be an absolute wreck.
That's why I'm trying to give you an easy way out here, Amelia. Just pay me the compensation and it'll all be over. We can both move on and never think about it again. It's not a difficult matter, is it? It should be easy for you.
This isn't funny anymore, Haley. I'm not laughing at it. Look, I need to tell you something, and it's going to affect everything you're trying to do to me, all right? I'm unemployed, okay?
Oh, what? You're unemployed? Oh, really? Is that so? Well, I guess I better admit this to you as well. I actually knew that all along. I knew you didn't have a job or an income.
Are you actually being serious right now? You dragged me into finally admitting it. Have you lost your mind? What's wrong with you? Go ahead and laugh if you want. Make fun of me if you want. You let me swim in it, didn't you? You're such a cow, Haley. How could you humiliate me like this? You are the worst. I didn't want to be called the worst by you, so I never admitted it. Let me guess. It was David that told you, huh?
David didn't need to say anything to me, Amelia. I just figured it out all by myself. You quit your previous company job because you were being bullied by an unreasonable boss, right?
He literally told you that I was bullied by an unreasonable boss? Who else would have told you that, since he's the only one that knew? Such nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Well, could what he said to me be a complete lie, Amelia? Did you really quit on your own, dear sister? Is that really what happened? Why didn't you just tell the truth?
Quit on my own? What on earth are you talking about? I haven't even had a proper job once in my life. This guy really is a liar. What kind of motive would he have for telling such a lie?
Well, did you think that maybe it's because he wanted to take your side? He seemed to really love you, Amelia. It wasn't healthy love, though, since he said he was happy to be used by you, and yet you're just going to throw him away just like that?
Because he literally lied to me about being a doctor. He was only just a resident. I can't be with such a low-level guy. He wasn't going to be enough for me at all.
But you have no worth, yet you've driven away even someone who loved you. Why on earth would you do that to someone? But it's on you now that you've ruined your relationship.
But that's crazy. He maybe really did love me. Oh, what should I do? I want him back. You need to help me. He's not answering his phone.
For now, you need to pay for the damage you've caused towards me. I'm going to hire a lawyer and demand as much as I can. You're far superior to someone flawed like me. You don't need my help, do you? Goodbye, Amelia.
Are you being serious right now? How dare you treat me like this? I can't pay for any of this. Please, this isn't fair. Don't do this to me. Help me out here. Just let this go, Haley.
Haley demanded payment of damages from Amelia. She ended up burdened with enormous debt. Also, the moment her mother learned that she was a doctor, she completely changed her attitude and fawned over me, bad-mouthing Amelia. She had no intention of forgiving her mother and blocked her from contacting her. Amelia is now homeless and living on the streets of the town she's from. She managed to reflect a little about her ordeal, but in the end, got addicted to gambling and was arrested for trying to steal brand-name clothing. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Okay, Caitlin, you really need to give it a rest already. This is just getting ridiculous. I'm getting so sick of what you've been doing lately. I am over everything that you're doing. I seriously can't believe that you gave me another fake time. Do you know how humiliating and annoying this is? I can't stand you doing this to me all the time.
Oh, hello, Libby. I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about at all. You've really got me confused, and I honestly don't appreciate you doing that to me. But I just can't believe that you would show up late to your own brother's birthday party and then try and blame it all on me. You can't blame your own selfish actions on other people, Libby. It's not the right thing to do. You can't be serious with that nonsense, right? Do you really think that? You're the one who continues to sabotage a lot for me. I'm very much over your behavior, Caitlin. And to think that you were just working late this whole time. I know that you're proud of working for that huge company, but you can't just miss out on big family events like this. It's no wonder you're the age that you are and still don't have a boyfriend. You're such an old hag, so I'm surprised any man would want to look at you all day. None of this has anything to do at all with my relationship status. Thank you very much. I don't get why you'd say something like that to me for. Why are you being like this? And I would appreciate it if you stopped playing dumb with me. I was only late because you told me the party started an hour later than it really did. It's all your fault that I showed up too late to enjoy dinner with you guys. If it wasn't for you, everything wouldn't have ended up like this, Caitlin. I really, really wanted to be there to help my brother celebrate his birthday, and thanks to you, I wasn't. You completely sabotaged me trying to be there. How could you do this to me and to my brother? There you go, trying to pin the blame on me again. But you really shouldn't make up lies about other people just to get out of trouble. It's not very ladylike either to lie to everyone. It's going to get you nowhere in life. If you're looking for someone to blame, you should go find a mirror and look at it. If there's anyone to blame for this happening, it's you. I had nothing to do with this, and you know it. Do you do the same thing at work? If you make a mistake, do you just blame the people you have working under you? I bet that you do that every day, huh? Because it's so easy to get away with something like that, yeah. Of course I don't do anything like that at all. What the heck are you even talking about? Are you seriously just making stuff up about me? You hardly know me and don't even try to get to know me, Caitlin. And that has nothing to do with what we're talking about now. You are completely throwing this conversation into another direction, and I don't like it one bit. Ugh, I am so fed up with how you treat me. You treat me like crap for no good reason, and it makes me so frustrated and annoyed. Why must you treat me like this for? Are you jealous or something? Don't ever lie to me again. You won't like what happens if you do. Do you have any idea what happens to those that do others wrong? Karma. It's going to come right back and bite you, Caitlin, so you better watch out. Oh my God, I'm so scared that I'm shaking in my boots. Like anything is going to happen to me. You're not brave enough to do anything about it. So no, I'm not scared of your so-called threats.
Hey, sis. I just wanted to tell you how grateful I was that you made it to my party yesterday. I know that you have a really busy schedule and all, so I understand why you got there a little late. I've got no problem with that at all. And I really, really loved your present, so thanks for that, too. It's really nice to know that my sister can always get me something special. Thank you so much again, Libby.
Hey, Grant, I'm really glad that you liked your gift. I was afraid that it was too much or not enough, but I'm glad that you like the simple things in life. It was a good thing that I bought it for you. And I just want to say how sorry I am that I was late to the party. I really didn't mean to be, because usually I'm quite punctual to special occasions like this. I'm really sorry for arriving late.
Oh, you know that you don't need to apologize for that. No harm, no foul. I didn't think that it was a big deal that you arrived a little bit late, considering how hard you've been working lately. I just really can't believe that Caitlin gave you the wrong time again. I'm really, really sorry about that. I really thought that she had everything sorted and things like that, but I guess she typed the wrong time. I've told her to knock it off time and time again, but she just doesn't listen. I feel like the more I'm around her, the more often I see her do these types of things intentionally. It's getting a bit much, to be honest with you.
I understand. I thought we already talked about that at the last family dinner when I said that I was tired of showing up late to everything when it wasn't my fault. I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the day before your party, I got a message from Mom and Dad saying that the time had changed.
You mean that it was our parents who told you that the time had changed? But that can't be right. I thought for sure that Caitlin had something to do with this. It doesn't make sense. Are you sure about this?
Well, that's the thing. I asked them about it, and they said that they never told me anything about the time change. So that's when I was getting a bit confused about the whole thing. So I think that Caitlin had something to do with it. Maybe she got a hold of one of their phones and sent the message. But I feel like that doesn't make sense either, considering our parents are usually really responsible when it comes to having their phones on them.
Actually, now that you mention that, Caitlin has been trying to teach Mom and Dad how to use their smartphones, because I know they're trying to get used to the new technology and everything like that. There's always changes happening, so they want to keep up. She's been doing things like helping them install apps and adjust their settings, so maybe she also knows how to get into their phones, too. She could have their passwords and everything like that. And from there, it would be easy for her to impersonate them if she wanted to. She wouldn't have any issues. All she needs is to physically have their phone in her hands without them seeing what she's doing.
I don't really have any proof that she was doing this, of course, but I do have a strong hunch that it was her. Just because I was messaging her earlier and she was just being so rude to me, and I was just over it, Grant. But I just can't believe that she would go that far just to try and fool about what time your party started. Like, what's her problem? What does she have against me when she hardly knows me, huh? Doesn't she realize how cruel it is to do something like that? Especially when it involves your own parents without their knowledge of what's happening. She's messing with everyone in our family. Ever since she found out where I worked, she really seems to have it out for me. I don't know why she holds this against me. I'm not sure if it's out of jealousy or what.
I really just can't apologize enough for her, sis. I feel so bad that these sort of things are happening to you. I'm not sure how to deal with this situation since she gets a little aggro if you blame her for anything. I think you might be right about Caitlin being jealous of you, but you should know that you didn't do anything wrong and have nothing to apologize for. This is very much her doing, Libby.
But what am I supposed to do about her being jealous? I can't just upend my life because of how she feels about me. That's not fair at all. If she has it in for me, something needs to be done about her.
Well, I did tell you that it was probably best if we just kept any details about your job a secret from her, remember? Just so that she doesn't get more out of hand when it comes to sabotaging things, huh? The thing is that Caitlin has actually had a really hard time finding a job. Did you know that? I don't know why she's struggling so much considering there's so many options for her, but yeah, she's having a rough time of it.
Oh, you mean that Caitlin doesn't even work? Really? But I thought she did have a job, though. I don't understand. She gives off the impression that she does, but, well, what would I know, yeah?
Well, she said to me that she's spent so long searching for one, but nobody ever calls her back. I don't know how much of that I believe, considering a lot of places are hiring new employees. That's why she ended up going back to school, but I don't know how much luck it's given her on the job market. I don't know if she's just pretending to struggle or not doing what she says she's doing.
I had no idea that she was having trouble finding work. Wow, I guess that changes things. I guess I can see why she has it in for me, but really, that's no excuse to treat me like absolute crap, though.
Well, it's true. So I think she's kind of developed a complex about other people who have good jobs, and I don't think there's any need for her to do that. But really, I think that she's just been sabotaging herself the whole time so that she can get people to feel sorry for her and make herself look like the victim in everything she talks about.
What makes you say that? I don't understand. Why on earth would she do something like that for? I really can't get my head around this information, Grant.
I guess she thought that the market was just full of open jobs and that she would be able to get hired anywhere. She can, but I know there are limits, and with some places, she's underqualified for the position. And I also think she was hoping to ask her teachers to give her recommendation letters that would just let her waltz into any job she wanted, even though that's not how it works. So I really don't think she's been as serious about the process as she could be. She doesn't seem to realize that she needs so many tools to get a good job and know the right people. She can't just magically jump into a work position. Even after she graduated, she still couldn't find a job and has mostly given up on the whole process, I think. I'm really not sure what's going on with her, to be honest.
Well, you were right about it being a mess of her own making, that's for sure. She really should go and talk to some career advisor or something so that she knows that she can't just waltz into a position. But still, that doesn't mean that she can take out her frustrations on me. I mean, it's not my fault that she doesn't have a job. She can't drag me down to her level.
I know, you're right about that. But the thing is that Caitlin has always wanted to work for the company you do. She knows how good a place it is to work for, and she gets super jealous of you for that. And so I guess in her mind, she just sees you looking down on her by your mere existence. It just reminds her of her failure, you know?
She wants to work at the same place that I do? I had no idea about that. She never mentioned anything like that to me. If she did, I would have actually helped her land an entry position or something.
Yeah, but even when she tried applying for much smaller companies, they all rejected her. So it's either something she's doing in her interviews or what's been written on her resumes that's hindering her success at job hunting. I thought she was mostly over it, but then we got married and she learned that her new sister-in-law, you, was working her dream job. It was then that things started to spiral out of control a bit. Anyways, that's pretty much why she's been so jealous of you. I've really been getting at her to work on it or go and talk to a therapist about it, but she refuses to listen to me.
Well, that clears up a lot, but it still isn't right for her to take out that frustration on me. It all makes more sense to me, but I wish that she wouldn't sabotage things with me. It's horrible how she treats me. I mean, I don't have anything to do with this at all. All I'm doing, basically, is existing, and I just happen to be working in the company that she wants to be in as well.
I know that she's really mean to you every time you guys interact, but aside from that, she really is a sweet girl. I just wish she could move past this so that we can all get along, you know? And both our parents really like her too. Everyone gets along well at home. So I don't get why she can't let this go. It makes no sense to me, really.
Okay, well, I guess I understand how I might be contributing to this weird complex of hers, but lately she's even been making fun of me for being single. I think she's just finding any excuse to try and drag me down to her level so that she can feel better about herself, which is obviously the wrong thing to do, and she's an adult. She should know better.
I'm really sorry that you've gotten sucked into all of this, Libby. I was hoping that things wouldn't end up like this, but it's really frustrating for me as well. But I really think that all of this is gonna blow over with time, you know? Well, that's what I hope will happen, but I guess there's no guarantees, huh?
Okay, well, at least I understand the whole situation a bit better. But it's just super frustrating, and I get that you're also trying to improve things, but I don't know how that's going to happen. But I just want you to know that I have my limits when it comes to being treated like this. I really don't like being talked down to, and it's happening more often than not these days. And if she doesn't change her attitude soon, I really don't know if I can be there at your wedding. It's just something that I can't condone. I really do want to be there, but I won't feel much like celebrating if I know how I'm going to be treated from now on. It's really not fair to me, and I don't want to have to put myself in a situation like this all the time, Grant.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Are you actually not going to come to my wedding if things aren't going to improve? But we're siblings! Well, it really makes me sad to hear that. You know that I've tried talking to Caitlin about this over and over again. I'm really trying everything when it comes to her. But I guess I'll try to explain it to her again. I want you there at my wedding. It's not fair that she's pushing you away from this special day. So I'll do my best to talk to her and let her know how she's making you feel.
Hey, Libby, what are you up to today? I was just wondering, so that's why I'm texting you right now. You've got such a quaint lifestyle. Let me guess, you're really busy with work, and since you're single, you're going to the office even though it's the weekend, right? Actually, since it's the weekend, I have the day off, so no, I'm not working or anything like that. I get to relax and just sort things out today. In fact, I was actually heading over to hang out with my parents and Grant. It's been a little while since I've seen them, so since I've got the day off, I want to go over and be with my family. But I guess they all had plans or something, so now I'm just kind of killing time at their house. I was just wondering where they are at the moment. You're just killing time at your parents' house all alone? Wow, that really is such a shame for you, Libby. Haven't you got anything better to do than wait for them? You really are maybe the most single person that I've ever met. It's crazy how you can't think of actual fun things to do with your friends or some guy you like. Come on, it's so sad and tragic. Sorry, Caitlin, is there something that I can help you with?
Why must you always keep going on and on like this for? It makes no sense to me. I'm not quite sure what your point was in messaging me like this. What are you trying to accomplish here exactly? I don't get where you're going with this conversation.
Well, actually, if you must know, I am messaging you because I have something very important that I want to talk about. And it's super important, so you need to have your listening ears on, all right? It's about Grant and I's wedding, you see. This is something that I've been meaning to talk to you about since it has to do with me and your brother. You know how on the invitation it said the wedding was going to be next Saturday? You've got that invitation, correct? It was delivered to you?
Yeah, I have it in my calendar as that. Why do you ask? What is this about exactly, Caitlin? What's going on here? Why are you talking about the dates and times for?
Well, I pulled a little prank on you and sent you a fake invitation. Oops. Oh well, at least you still have some form of an invitation at least. You can get it framed or something.
Sorry, a fake invitation? What does that mean exactly? What on earth are you even talking about? Why is it fake? Are you kidding me? What's going on, Caitlin? You need to tell me right now.
I mean that Grant and I's wedding isn't next weekend, it's actually today. I can't believe that my prank actually worked. I didn't think that this would be such a huge success for me.
Excuse me, is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Are you actually kidding me right now? Why would you do something so immature and terrible? You lied to me again, Caitlin. You lied about the time and date of my own brother's wedding. Why the heck would you do something like this to me for, when I am supposed to be part of your family too?
That's right. And you're the only one who isn't going to show up. Isn't that great? The plan worked and I'm going to get away with it. Isn't that fantastic? Well, for me anyway, not for you. I tried telling Grant and your parents that I didn't want you there at all, but they both insisted that it was important that you were there. So I just came up with a little plan to make sure that you stayed out of the picture.
And you did that by sending me a wedding invitation that had the wrong date on it? Do you really hate me so much that you would do something like that?
Well, since I've already gone and done it, I think that you have your answer. It's only because you're always rubbing your fancy job in my face. I can't stand women who are always trying to peacock for attention. Obviously, women aren't even meant to work. It's better if they all just got married, had kids, and stayed at the house.
When did I ever rub my job in your face, Caitlin?
What are you talking about? You're always doing it all the time. You show up at the house wearing fancy business clothes, and you're talking about how busy your schedule and stuff like that is. Not to mention, you're always carrying around the fancy briefcase. You don't think I realize that you're doing this all to try and make me feel bad about myself?
I'm really not doing anything like that at all. Those are all just things that come with the job that I do, but it has nothing to do with you. It's all for my sake that I bought those things.
Oh, just give it a rest already, would you? Do you really think that I'm going to believe that? I know that you're always making fun of me because you think I'll never be able to do what you do. You must really think I'm some kind of idiot, huh? But I'm not the idiot, you are.
What did you just call me?
I mean, you traded your love life for your career, and now you're so lonely. Unlike you, I'm using my youth to make sure that I can find a good marriage partner. But with how much you've put into your career, it's obvious that no one would ever want to be with you.
Caitlin, you have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Of course I do. I mean, you were so stupid that you even fell for my fake invitation. And man, is it going to be a really great wedding, too.
No, I mean, you have no idea what you're talking about because Grant is here in the house sleeping right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean my new husband is sleeping in the house you're in? We're all at our wedding. That doesn't make any sense.
Anyways, are we done here? I was kind of just about to watch some Netflix and you're distracting me.
Hold on just 1 second. I want to know what you mean when you said that Grant is at the house with you right now. That doesn't make any sense. Are you just trying to fake me out or something?
No, unlike you, I'm not a liar. He is literally passed out on the living room sofa. I'm staring at him now.
But how? Why? What? We're getting married today. I thought that he was just getting ready. I thought he already arrived at the venue. Why is he at the house sleeping?
Sorry to break it to you, Caitlin, but you and I aren't getting married. That's why I was sleeping on the couch and not wearing my tuxedo. There's no way that I could marry someone like you.
Hold on a second. Is this Grant?
That's right, Caitlin. I arrived at my parents' house last night but must have fallen asleep watching TV. Anyways, I don't have any plans to get up off the couch soon, if that's what you're wondering.
Whoa, just what the heck is going on here? What do you mean that we're not getting married? I thought that's what we were doing today.
Yeah, but now we're not. Which reminds me, since we already did the civil service, you and I need to file for divorce. So yeah, let's get on that soon.
You want a divorce as well? But why? We were supposed to have our wedding today. I don't understand. Did I do something wrong?
Well, yes, actually, you did something very wrong. You sent my sister an invitation to the wedding with the wrong date on purpose.
But and?
Well, how many times have we talked about this? I told you that you need to get over yourself and quit taking out your frustrations on my sister. This isn't the first time that you've lied to her like this, but I really never imagined that you would take things this far. Anyways, I'm just fed up with you now.
Wait, no, please. You're not seriously canceling the wedding, are you? The whole fake invitation thing was just a joke, you know? I really didn't think that your sister was going to get fooled by it.
That's your idea of a joke? Well, I don't think it was very funny.
But it really was.
Well then, I think you and I are just two different people, and that's why I want a divorce.
Wait, Grant, don't do this. Can't we just calm down and talk about this?
Oh, I'm very calm, thank you for asking.
Okay, so maybe I took things just a little too far, but still, our wedding is today. Our parents and family are here, even our friends. You can't just cancel it all. What will everyone think? And you can't honestly want a divorce, right? Let's just do this wedding like we planned and figure this out later.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I actually canceled everything we had planned about a month ago.
You canceled our wedding plans a month ago and never told me?
Yup, and explained to both of our parents, so don't worry. I told all our relatives and friends not to show up to it either. So if that's what you're worried about, it's already been taken care of.
You mean that everyone but me knew that our wedding had been canceled for the past month?
I told you over and over again to quit bullying my sister, didn't I? But I thought that you might have pulled something like this, so after we sent out the invitations, I reached out to Libby to make sure she had all the details right.
You did? But I had no idea that you did that.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. But that's when I found out that you really did give her a fake invitation. And that's when I knew that things between you and I were just never gonna work out. So I'm very, very serious about the divorce.
No, I can't believe this. This was coming for a whole month and I never saw it coming at all, even though I was looking forward to it for so long. I barely got any sleep last night. I was so excited.
Well, I guess this means that you finally got a taste of your own medicine. How does it feel?
It feels awful. It's the worst feeling in the world. I can't believe that you would do this to me. It's so cruel.
Yeah, I suppose it was mean of me, wasn't it? I guess that means we should divorce then, right? Anyways, you should know that I'm on my way to the venue to pick you up now, and then we're going to a restaurant where both our parents are waiting to discuss the divorce.
Both sets of our parents are there?
Yeah, I figured it was good if there were a few outside parties there to help smooth the discussions. So we're all going to sit down and talk about this, and then you're going to sign the divorce papers, and this is going to be over.
Wait, no, I don't want to get divorced. Please, I'm so sorry for everything that I've done. She has to forgive me.
No, you had your chance to apologize a long time ago. We warned you to stop what you were doing over and over again, and you just wouldn't listen. You need to stop blaming everyone else for your problems and take responsibility for your actions.
This is all your fault. He's really going to divorce me because of you. Do you know that? I was the last of my friends to get married, and now I have nothing to show for all the time that Grant and I were together. You have to fix this, you horrible woman.
Oh, grow up already, would you? This is all your fault and you know it. Don't even try to pin this on me.
Just shut up already. It's all your fault, and you need to admit it. You think that just because you have a nice job and make good money from that huge company that you can treat people like this? All I did was pull a little prank, and you've gone and ruined my life. So you're really going to try and blame me for this, then? Are you just like some spoiled toddler making your problem everyone else's? It's all your fault. I'm going to get you fired over this. I'll make you lose everything, just like you did to me.
Oh, really? You think that's going to go well for you?
That's right. I just arrived at your office and I am still in my wedding gown. I am going to tell everyone I see what a horrible person you are and how you ruined my wedding and my marriage. Then no one will ever want to give you a job ever again.
I'm really sorry to break this to you, but I don't think that's going to go how you think it will. Mostly because I've already quit that job and started my own business.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did it last week, actually. That's why I went to my parents' place last week, in fact, to tell everyone the big news.
Are you kidding me? You really started your own business?
Well, I'm still the only employee, so maybe I'm jumping the gun, but either way, you're not going to accomplish anything by causing a scene at my old work. In fact, I think a few of your friends work there as well. Do you really want them to see you like that?
Hold on a second, I have friends who work there too.
Yeah, some friends that I guess you and Grant used to know from college. Like there's Irene, who just started last year.
I don't believe it. I had no idea I know other people who were working there. But this means that I finally have a way into that company?
Well, I say friend, but I really don't think she wants anything to do with you anymore.
What is that supposed to mean?
I guess she just got sick of how you were lording your marriage over her all the time and making fun of her for choosing her career. She said that you were always trying to brag to her and make her feel bad for wanting to work.
Wait, no, you aren't serious, right?
So anyways, I don't know if you really want to be showing up to her workplace screaming about how quickly your marriage fell apart. Wouldn't be a really good look for you, I don't think.
No. How did this happen? This wasn't how things were supposed to go.
Apparently, Caitlin had just walked into my old place of work as we were sending those last messages. I heard from old coworkers of mine that a woman showed up in a wedding dress and was typing furiously on her phone. But then all of a sudden her face turned bright red and she ran out of there. Although the pictures that people took of her quickly made their way to Irene, who shared the photos with the rest of her old college friends. And then all her married friends and all her working friends all had a good laugh at Caitlin's expense. They all agreed that Caitlin was too much trouble to be worth staying friends with and used this as a chance to stop talking to her. Caitlin ran away to live with her parents, where she quietly began looking for work again. The only problem was that she insisted on finding the perfect job and still hasn't learned that those don't exist. She's been living with her parents for a month already and still isn't working. It's only a matter of time until they lose patience with her, though.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, Eden, you've got some serious explaining to do. I mean, seriously, what do you have to say for yourself? You call this lunch? You know that I hate mushrooms. Why did you pack me these nasty, slimy things in my lunch, huh?
Oh, wait, you don't like mushrooms? Oh, I'm really sorry, Francine. I had no idea about that at all until today. I really didn't know that you didn't like mushrooms at all. Actually, your mom and some of her friends just had a bunch from their gardens and gave me some, so I thought I would use them. Although now that I know that, I was actually making a nice mushroom stew for dinner tonight.
Oh no, are you kidding me? You mean there's going to be more of these? Oh my God, why is my life always so hard? This isn't fair, they're so disgusting.
I'm really, really sorry for the mix-up, but I've already started cooking the dinner since it was going to take a few hours to stew everything and get it ready. I really had no idea that you didn't like mushrooms, but if you really hate them this much, maybe you can just make your own dinner tonight?
Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something? Are you trying to starve me right now? Not only did you basically try to poison me with these nasty little things in my lunch, but now you tell me that if I don't eat your stew, then I go to bed hungry. What did I do to make you hate me so much? Seriously, what is the matter with you?
Francine, please, I think you're being just a little bit unreasonable. Of course I don't hate you, and I certainly didn't do any of this on purpose or with any kind of intention. I just didn't know that you hated mushrooms so much.
You really expect me to believe that? We have been living together in the same house for 3 years already. Are you really trying to make me buy that you don't know what I do and don't like? Honestly, you are just a little parasite living off all of us. You know that?
Please don't talk to me like this. I really don't think that I did anything to deserve you saying these kinds of things. Please don't call me names like that.
Why shouldn't I? I'm just telling the truth, aren't I? You're a parasite, and I'm just calling it how I see it. If you don't like it, then maybe you shouldn't be one. I mean, you used to work for a huge company and be really successful, but the moment you married my son, you decided to quit. You just forced all the work on my son while you live the pampered life of a housewife. I don't see how you're anything but a parasite.
I already explained to you that I changed my job recently and that I've been working from home. I'm not a housewife. I just have my job at the house now. I work full time, you know.
Oh, please, I know that isn't true at all. How are you going to sit there and try to tell me that you work when you just sit at home on your computer all day? I know that you don't actually work at all. You just try and make my poor son do everything for you, you leech. I still just don't get why he won't divorce you yet.
I asked you to please stop calling me things like parasite and leech. I really don't appreciate when you call me things like that. It's rude and just degrading, so please stop it.
You know, if you're not going to go anywhere all day and just be at home, the least you could do is keep the place clean for us. You need to realize that you're only being allowed to live here at the mercy of my family.
But I already do a lot for everyone here. I mean, I get up early in the morning so that I can make everyone's lunches. I feel like I do more than just my share around here. In fact, I would really like it if you actually stepped up a bit more and helped out around the house. You know, when you talk to me like this, it really makes me not want to cook for you at all anymore.
Ugh, I seriously just can't believe you. You are really just the worst, you know that? You don't have any right to talk to me like that as long as you're just living off my son's hard work. The life you have is all thanks to him, and this is how you treat his mother? You need to understand that you are nothing but a freeloader here. Weren't you raised to show any kind of gratitude at all? Tell me, are your parents just as bad as you are?
Okay, hold it right there. Now I don't like you calling me names one bit, but I do draw the line at you bringing my parents into this. Do you understand? I am not going to stand for you insulting them.
Well, if you don't want me talking about your parents, maybe you should in such a way that I don't have to resort to that. Honestly, I don't know why we let you bum around here when you contribute nothing. You are just a burden on all of us.
Ugh, I can't take it anymore. I am seriously at my limits with your mother. I don't think I can stand to live with her for another day. She is seriously pushing me way too far.
Whoa, hold on. What is all of this about? Did Francine do something to upset you? What has she done now? I'm really losing my wits when it comes to her.
Of course she did. She's always trying to pick on me. But lately it's gotten a lot worse, and today she seriously crossed some lines for me. She was calling my parents stupid, Gerald, my parents. And she kept going on about how I don't do anything around here and how I wasn't raised right.
Wow, did she really say that? That really is taking things way too far. I mean, she had already been taking things far, but that is just too much.
I just don't get why she can't leave me alone. Who does she think she is to talk to someone like that? She is so rude. I mean, as if she has any right to tell me that I don't help out around the house. She's living in our house and she doesn't lift a finger to help.
Wow, I seriously just don't even know what to say to all of that. I am so sorry that you've had to put up with her and her attitude, Eden. I'll try talking to her and explaining the situation in a way that she can understand it, okay? Let me try and handle this while you process everything, okay?
But Gerald, how many times have you told me that you were going to talk to her and nothing has changed? I know that you mean well and that she's your mother, but things haven't gotten better for me at all.
I know, but I mean, please, just let me try one more time. I'm sure I can do something about this somehow. Please, I bet I can fix this right away.
I don't think you say enough to her. You just let her off with warning after warning. Speaking of, have you even talked with your mother recently? I haven't really seen you stepping in and calling her out on things we talked about.
Well, I do my best, but I can't force her to change. I mean, she just started looking for jobs in March, you know? I'm sure that she's just feeling a lot of pressure right now and that she's lashing out emotionally at others. But she isn't a bad person. She's just really stressed out.
I get that looking for a job can be stressful. I've also changed my job not that long ago, remember? But I really don't think that that excuses any of her actions, and I'm shocked that you would try and justify the way she's been treating your own wife. What does her looking for a job have to do with my being a so-called freeloader? I mean, she knows that I work from home. You have told her that I work from home and that I'm the only one who works, right?
Of course I haven't told her that I don't work. I haven't told her anything like that at all.
Are you serious? Gerald, I thought that we talked about this. We promised that you would talk to her.
But she's my mother. I'm her son. She's influenced me to be a successful man. I can't let her know that I don't have a job, but my wife does. Think of how it would break her heart if she found out about the truth.
So you're really going to prioritize protecting your own pride over telling the truth to help your wife? I really can't believe that you want to do something as silly as that when you know the kind of pain that it's going to cause me. Is this why you haven't been more strict with her?
Well, I'm her son. I can't be strict here. I still want her to like me. Besides, it isn't like my parents are gonna let her leave with them again.
That's right, because they were also sick of dealing with Francine's attitude, isn't that right? But you don't mind if I'm getting the brunt of it instead? You know, I've been thinking about moving back in with my parents.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Please don't do that. I mean, who's going to provide for me if you're not here?
If you're really that worried about it, then I'm giving you one last chance to talk to your mother and set things right, or else. Promise me that this time you absolutely will talk to Francine and tell her never to call me a freeloader or anything like that ever again. Got it?
Okay, yes, I got it loud and clear. I swear that I'll talk to her and that none of this is going to happen again.
I am serious about this, Gerald. This is your final chance. If things don't improve, then I am going to go back to live with my parents, and that is that.
What the heck is this squash doing in my lunch today, huh? Are you serious? You must seriously be trying to starve me or something. I hate squash. Why are you trying to feed it to me?
What do you mean? I thought you liked it. When we went to that sushi restaurant, they had the squash tempura, and you seemed to really like it, remember? I remember you saying that you thought it was tasty.
I'm sorry, did you bread and deep fry this squash? No, you didn't. It's just nasty, boiled, squishy squash. Why do you think I would ever want to eat this?
I guess I just thought that you might have liked it in any form.
Honestly, you are so useless. Why don't you know what I like and don't like yet? What is your problem, huh? I would have thought that you'd have learned by now, but you haven't seemed to have gotten it at all.
Francine, I think that you and I talked about this not that long ago, right? If you're worried about getting food that you won't like in your lunches, then you should go ahead and make your own lunches. I'm not your mom, and this isn't a hotel, okay?
Oh, I know you're not her. At least she could cook. But once again, you're getting your place because you're nothing but a lousy, no-good freeloader. And if you think that I am going to sit here and take that kind of take from a parasite like you, you've got another thing coming. Why won't you just leave Gerald and I alone already? If you're going to be so useless, there's no point in us keeping you around at all anyways.
Excuse me? Are you serious? Do you think that's any way to talk to me? Do you really think that I'm going to take this lying down? You thought wrong, Francine.
Look, I am the mother of your husband, got it? That means it is your job to learn what I do like and what I don't like. It is really that simple. Also, you should know that I already reached out to talk to your parents earlier. I told them how useless you were at home and what a lousy wife and mother you are. I asked them if this is the kind of person they raised.
Wait, hold on right there. Did you seriously call my parents and talk to them, Francine? Why would you do that for? What's your deal, huh?
Of course I did, and I let them know all about what a lousy person you were in every single way. I also made sure to let them know that you're nothing but a parasite in this house, living off the work of your poor husband. I asked them to tell me how they raised you, that you turned out like this.
I don't believe this.
Honestly, just who do you think you are? You have got some nerve calling my parents and talking to them just to say that kind of crap. Well, I think that your parents were glad to know the kind of person their daughter had become. They were crying so hard and apologizing to me over and over again. They told me to tell you that you were welcome to go back there any time. You see, we don't want you here, and your parents gave you an open invitation, so just leave already. I don't need a useless little worm like you in the house anymore. Excuse me? What did you just call me? Seriously, what is your problem? Just having to see your stupid face around the house every day is enough to seriously piss me off. You have no idea how hard I work every day trying to find a job, and yet you just rub your easy, cushy life in my face every single day. I can't stand having to live in the same house as you. Just knowing that we breathe the same air is enough to drive me crazy. I got that you're stressed about finding a job, but this is so much more than taking out your stress on someone else. You are just looking for someone to bully, and you chose me without even knowing anything about me. Excuse me, is a little tapeworm trying to get all uppity again? Did you really forget your place again? I want you out of here, out! All you do is eat our food and take up space. I wish my son would just divorce you already. You aren't worthy of living with him. All right, then fine. If that's how you want it, I guess I'll just stop paying your tuition then. What do you mean? You don't pay my tuition. I also talked to my parents, and my mom said that she would be more than happy if I went home to live with them. I might just move out tonight. Hold on, seriously, what are you talking about? Why did you bring up my tuition? What does my going to college have to do with this at all? I mean, my parents pay my tuition, so I have no clue what you're on about. They did for the first year of your degree, yes, but after that, your dad ended up losing most of his savings and wasn't able to continue supporting you. I mean, why do you think he asked you not to live in the dorms after your first year? Hold on. What are you saying? Why do you think my dad lost all of his money? Well, since I'm about to leave, I guess I can finally spill all the beans to you. Your dad wanted to keep this from you, but he actually lost all of his money in an investment scam. After that, there was no way he could afford to keep sending you to school. He came to me and asked if I could do anything to help take care of the situation. Hold on. No way. Oh, that can't be right. You're not serious, are you? My dad got scammed, and I had no idea about it? That's why he suggested that I move in with Gerald? I thought he suggested it because it was really close to campus. Besides, Gerald was the one who invited me to come and live with you guys. That was all just a farce so that you wouldn't suspect that anything was actually wrong. But, you know, for being a college student, you were kind of slow to notice this. It was all a farce? Oh, this has to be some kind of joke. That's right. I mean, we basically live a short bus ride away from your campus. Your dad didn't suggest that you move back home because they were already having enough financial trouble. But he also wanted to ensure that you didn't find out what had happened. So he planned with Gerald to convince you to move in with us. I don't believe this. They all lied to me and I had no idea about it at all. I was against it, of course, although you probably could have guessed that. I also guessed that once you found out, it might have upset you and that it would have been better to just be honest about things. But Gerald said that as your older son and eldest child, it was his job to do this. I said okay, and then you moved in. I was hoping that things would be fine after that, but you got it in your head that I was some kind of freeloader here, despite explaining to you over and over again that I work from home. In fact, for your information, I pay for everything in this house. You pay for everything? Oh, what do you mean by that? That can't be right. Gerald pays for everything and you do nothing. That just isn't true. The truth is that I pay for your school. I pay for our food. I pay for the roof over our heads. It all comes out of my salary. And just so you know, I make $300,000 a year. What? You make that much money? Oh, that can't be. That's a huge amount of money. How can you make $300,000 a year? Oh, you've got to be lying to me. There is no way that a job you can do from home can pay that much. Well, it's the truth. Not to toot my own horn, but I make bank. Wait a second. I got it. I know what's going on now. You've got to be a streamer, right? That's why you have that big computer, the lights, the camera, and that's why you were playing games from so early in the morning. Oh, so close, yet so far. No, I am not a streamer. I am actually a programmer. You're a programmer? As in like a computer programmer? That's right, a computer programmer. And it wasn't long after Gerald and I got married that I was offered this amazing job from a famous video game company and took it.
Although because the company is based overseas and there's a time difference, I end up having to wake up early to work. I imagine that the times you were watching me play video games were the times that I was actually testing them. I program some games, and I do quality checks on games that others have made.
And this foreign company is willing to pay you $300,000 a year for that kind of work? Work that you don't even show up at an office to do? Out of all the jobs that I was looking at, the highest salary I could get coming in was just $2,000 a month.
And here you thought that I was just doing whatever I wanted at home all day long. I tried to tell you that I had a real full-time job, but you just wouldn't listen.
But I still don't get it. That can't be. I mean, I understand that you have a job and that you make money, but I still don't get why it was you that was paying my college tuition. I mean, if my dad couldn't afford to pay it, then why wouldn't that fall to Gerald to pay it?
Oh, right. Good question. I almost forgot to tell you. I actually have another surprise for you. The truth is that Gerald is unemployed and has been for a while now.
Wait, my older son doesn't have a job and he hasn't for some time? What do you mean by that?
You summarized it pretty neatly there, actually. But yes, I think this is year 3 of him not working. I think he gave up looking after the first year, though, so when your dad came to us for help, I was the only one with any income.
What? Oh, this isn't making any sense. I mean, how could my son not have a job? For 3 years, that means that he didn't even have one when I moved in here.
That's right. And it was even before your father got scammed. He's been out of a job for a long time.
I don't believe this. This is all too much to take in at once. Oh, this is just crazy.
I know, your son really is quite the piece of work, isn't he? He kept going on and on about how it was his job as the older son, the eldest son, and whoever else, to protect his family. But he doesn't actually contribute anything. Oh, and by the way, your son actually fell for the same scam that your father did.
You mean to tell me that both my older son and my father fell for the exact same scam?
Apparently, your dad did see some returns the first time, and so he invited Gerald to invest with him. And that's when the scammer decided to strike. It's actually quite smart if you think about it. Let someone think they're making money so that they invite others to invest. And when you have several people's money, then you take it all. I guess neither of them must have thought anything suspicious of it, though, because they practically went in with all their savings. For Gerald, that meant the last of the savings that he was living off of since quitting his job.
Well, that can't be true. Oh, please tell me that this is all some kind of giant joke or something. No way this is happening. So then not only is my son jobless, but he's also penniless?
That's right. Although he told me about the scam after we had already agreed to take you in, I remember not knowing what to think at all when he sat me down that night and explained that I'd be paying for everything. I remember being in shock and calling his parents to ask if it was true, and that's when I found out that it all was.
Well, that's just terrible. How could he do that to you? Not just my son. How could my family put you in a position like that?
It was very hard on me, but it was even harder knowing that I was doing everything for your family, that you would be at home always insulting me.
But no, this is all just one big misunderstanding. You don't get it. You've got to believe me. I swear that this is just some huge mistake. Our wires are just crossed, okay?
So I guess you finally understand the kind of stress that I've been dealing with ever since the day that we took you in, right?
But I didn't have any idea of what was going on. Oh, please don't be like this. Like I said before, this is just some huge misunderstanding, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not know that for the past few years I was fitting all of your tuition for you without so much as a thank you from anyone? And all while I was doing that for you, you were screaming at me and harassing me, telling me to divorce your son and get out of the house. Well, now I'm afraid that I have no choice but to leave now. It's just too bad that you had to kick me out before I could finish paying for everything.
Oh no, what should I do? What should I do? I still have a whole year of schooling to pay for. But now I know that neither my dad nor my husband have any savings or jobs or anything left to their names.
Yeah, that is basically what it sounds like. But anyways, it sounds to me like you have some serious chats to have with your family now. Given the time of day, I would guess that all of them are probably at the casino gambling away what little they do have as we speak.
Wait, why would they be gambling? I don't get it. Aren't they not even supposed to have any jobs?
That's right. At first, they were all telling me that they were out looking for work, but it wasn't long before I found out the truth. Apparently, no one wanted to take a job that paid less than their old job. That, or they wanted to work at some huge corporation and wouldn't settle for anything they considered too small. Instead, they thought they could turn their fortunes around by gambling.
So even my dad was stupid enough to act this way? I just don't even know what to say. Oh, this is so ridiculous.
What is the matter with you? Why would you tell Francine everything? Don't you realize what you've done? She burst into the casino, started yelling at us, and caused a whole scene. She was crying and kept crying until even my parents were.
Just what is wrong with my telling the truth to her, huh? You were the one who broke your promise to me. I told you to talk to Francine and tell her not to call me a leech anymore. That was all that you had to do. But you were so worried about your pride that you couldn't even do that.
What kind of way is that to talk to your husband? Seriously, just who do you think you are? You get back home and apologize to me right this instant. I am serious. You think that just because you make a little money that you can treat people this way?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I've actually already left the house and I don't plan on coming back anytime soon either. You can wait for me there as long as you like, but I won't be around.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me?
By the way, I left the divorce papers on the living room table, so if you could sign those for me, that would be just great.
Hold on a second, what are you saying? You can't be serious, right? I mean, you want a divorce? That can't be right!
Well, wow, thank goodness that I make $300,000 a year. You think I care if I lose you as a husband? Of course I can lose you, so just sign them already. Eden, are you there? Please answer me. I really need to talk to you right now. I just really want you to come back, please. My school is threatening to kick me out. You have to come back and pay for my school. Please don't make me leave. You can still get me out of this mess. There's still time. Is it really such a big deal? I mean, you only have one more year of tuition left to pay. Surely you can afford to pay at least that much, right? It's what, $10,000? Surely there would be a bank willing to loan you that much. But I don't want to lend money from a bank. I mean, I'll never be able to pay off the interest on that. There's no way that I could try and take out a loan for that much. And since my dad and son are broke, it isn't like I can turn to family to try and get that kind of money. I don't know what to do. If I really want to take out that kind of money, I'll probably have to turn to a loan shark or something like that. Oh, please, you have to loan me the money. I'm begging you. You've got to be kidding me. Are you being serious right now? Do you really think that I would give you that kind of money or ever want to help you after the way you treated me? You've got some serious growing up to do. Do you know that? Besides, there are plenty of places that would lend you that much money, no doubt. But I already tried asking around for a place to lend me that much, and I was rejected every single time. Wait, what? You were rejected for a loan like that to finish your studies? But why? Did something happen? Well, apparently my mom actually took out several credit cards in my name and maxed out every single one. So it's all thanks to her that I won't be able to get a loan from anywhere no matter how hard I tried. I've basically been blacklisted. Wow, well that's just horrible, isn't it? There was a time when I thought that your mom might have been the one of your family who wasn't quite as bad, but she might actually have been the worst member of your family. There isn't a single person you can trust in your family, is there? But now you understand the awful hand that I've been dealt, right? You have to do something to help me. You can't just leave me like this. None of this was really my fault. I didn't know anything, so you have to forgive me. Please, you're the only one who can help me. I don't have anywhere else I can turn to, as you can see. Look, you can try to beg and plead with me all you want, but the fact is that Gerald and I divorced. I mean, you're not my mother-in-law anymore. The fact is that you're nothing to me, and I have less than no reason to help you. I don't get it. You can't be serious, right? Oh, please don't be like this. I really need your help. You're all that I have left. I mean, we lived together for 3 whole years. We're friends, aren't we? Isn't that worth anything? You know, in these whole 3 years, for every single one of those 1,095 days, I can't think of a single happy memory that I have with you. I really don't have all that much to worry about when it comes to you anymore. I earn a lot of money, and I don't need your grubby hands all over it. You're to stay away from me. Got it? Please, I didn't mean any of it. I didn't know. You can't treat me like this. I'm so close to graduating. I already told you that I wouldn't help you, and that is final. Just be thankful that you still have your family. I'm sure all of you can work together and figure something out.
After that, I returned to live with my family and was able to really focus on my career. A while after I moved back in, my parents told me about the call that they got from Francine. They just couldn't believe that that was the girl that I lived with for 3 years. When they got that call, they felt so bad for me and couldn't wait for me to move back in with them. Apparently, they were so worried for me that they were moved to tears. The last time I heard about Francine, she had apparently taken a year off to raise the money in order to pay for school and finish her degree, but try as she might, she was never able to make enough to pay for her school, her family's debts, and the credit cards taken out in her name. She never was able to return to school, so I heard. I also heard that after I left, things got much worse with her family. Gerald blamed his parents for his divorce, and they in turn blamed him for not having better control over his wife. The nightly fights grew so loud that all of the neighborhood could hear them. They also only spent more and more time at the casino. They would fight, then run off to the casino when they got worn out. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.